Hey y'all, and welcome to Watch Cheryl Scrap Live for Tuesday, August 14th, 2018. And we've just been hanging out and chatting for a few minutes, but tonight I'm going to be scrapping some photos of my son that I took just yesterday for his first day of 8th grade. And I'll be using a kit by Mommyish. And I think you can still get the bundle for like $5, and that includes the journal cards. I don't have the journal cards, but this is what you get.
Oh, it's BYOC. It's the
Yeah.
in-session one. It's so
Yeah.
cute.
And then there's the papers. And I
Did you
really
get the
feel like,
styles?
I mean, I did. I did. I grabbed the styles. I couldn't help it. Uh, the glasses. I definitely need the glasses paper and the glasses there. So,
Those glasses are cute.
yeah, because he has, kind of dark glasses. So I thought that would be cute to use. So I'm going to kind of pick some photos to edit real quick and then get started. So Bev was talking about painting her hallway. What color did you paint it? Did she say?
She did not say what color she painted it, but she
No.
forgot to take pictures. But it's a two-story hallway, which is why it was only half painted before. And that
Ah,
I can totally understand.
yes.
Because,
Okay.
that boring off-white.
Boring off white.
Boring. Not to be confused with like exciting and fascinating off-white. She just chose the boring off-white. Oh, I love it. There used to be a paint commercial, and I can't remember what the point of it was, like really, but they used to do like, do you want off-white or this white or that white? And it was like 10 different shades and it was all white. And you're just like, really? What?
You're
What?
like,
It
I
was like
don't
the
think so.
seashell white and the whatever, clamshell white and whatever. Sweet. 5,000 plus steps coming up and down the ladder. That's awesome.
All right, and I think I'll use this one. That one and that one and that one.
Backpack.
Ooh, way. Let's reset that. That was way off. Way off.
Way off.
Way off.
And are you just playing with the color yourself, or are you using an action? They're not
Actually
called
just
actions.
preset. Just
Reset.
playing myself.
Okay.
That's what I usually do most of the time. Unless I'm like really going for some kind of specific look. I'm going to smooth him out a little bit. He needs a little smoothing. Little smoothing of the forehead here.
So do you have a habit of doing certain things like brightening the photo or just adjusting the tint or
I usually will go ahead and hit auto, and um, I think that's good. Just need a little bit there. Let me go over and look at this one and see if I need to do anything. I usually will hit auto for both the white balance and then auto for the tone, and then I'll tweak from there. And lately I've been hitting dehaze as well. And then of course if there's anything I feel like I need to do for the face, I don't need to do anything on that one. But the close up there.
All right, Cheryl, are you ready to
And
give out two photo tips?
photo tips.
Yes. How do you do it so that the glasses have no glare on them? This is
Oh
a common
geez.
problem.
It is, but I haven't done that in forever.
But he doesn't have any glare on his glasses. No, I meant in your picture when you took it originally, straight out of the
Oh,
camera.
oh,
Because if you
yeah,
can
well,
avoid it, it's easier than ever having to fix it.
right. So here you see we got some haze here, and I can fix that a little bit using the dehaze. Um, but then I'll have to do some brightening and stuff. But you can see a little difference there. Let's see if any of these have the glare.
Well, not, but that's the point, is none of them do have a glare.
Yeah, I usually try to have him. I already deleted the one where he was actually facing into the sun. Um, and yeah, I didn't. Well, first of all, he was squinting, and then secondly, uh, you know, I can't see. Um, I haven't yet figured out how to escape reflections when I'm taking a selfie with my phone.
In your glasses?
Yes.
Ah, interesting.
So I've got to figure that out. But usually, when I'm taking a picture, I can just say, I have to be paying attention though. And when my back was hurting so much, a lot of times I didn't, I was just like, just take the picture, you know. But
Yeah.
I was feeling fine yesterday. And so I just had him tilt his head um, a little bit. And of course, it was, it wasn't super bright. It was, 8:30 in the morning. Um,
Well,
and
8:30 in the morning can be bright depending on where you are. So you put him in
yes,
the shade, had him tip his head a little bit.
yep, yep. Had him tip his head a little bit, and then that's all she wrote.
Sweet.
You can see here on this one. I'm gonna pull this dehaze down a little bit, I think, because it's
And you
making
find
him
the
look a little.
dehaze kind of takes
It
away.
Well, you can see if you have like a hazy picture, um, it'll kind of start pulling it back together. But if you come up too far with it, it starts getting this weird look. So you kind of just have to.
So if you're taking photos
This way.
outside right now and you've got a lot of smoke and haze from fires, try the dehaze tool.
Yes, but then you may need to find that you have to adjust your exposure, um, and pull that up a little bit, or you may have to increase your blacks. Um, but I'm kind of wanting him to look about the same. I don't want his hair to be like orangey looking, you know, which sometimes if you turn up the temp a little bit too much. So then I'm gonna export these happy little boogers.
Happy little boogers. I like it.
Yeah. And then mark these that I'm scrapping them, because if I don't do it now, then I will forget. And then I'll be like, didn't I already scrap that?
And for me, it always happens after I've scrapped the new page with them. And then I'm
Yes.
like, huh, this feels really familiar. Oh, whoops. Never mind.
I'll go back over to the.
Re-scrapped that one.
Yeah, it's not the end of the world, right? But
Oh, no. Usually I just go in and change the journaling to be something different. Like maybe instead of being about the event, it's about how I feel about the kid at the time or something maybe like reflection, like,
right.
oh my gosh, life has changed so much from this.
All right, so I'll close that out now. Nope, don't want to back up right this second. I'm in the middle of doing some scrapping. I don't need I don't need that distraction.
Jennifer said she's on her laptop, her iPad to keep her laptop backing up, and it's down to about 60 days.
Yay!
So that's
Finally.
good. Yeah,
Okay.
it's getting down there.
All right. I don't know why I'm wanting a big photo tonight.
I like the big photo.
So I think I'm gonna go the tall photo of him, full body, and then I'm gonna inset these two. And I think I'm gonna put them one on top of each other. No, we'll go with
And
7th.
this is the first day of
8th.
6th
8th.
grade? 8th grade?
Ah,
8th?
yes.
No, not allowed.
Yes, it is.
Oh my goodness.
Right?
Yeah.
It's so sad.
Wow.
Yeah, I mean, look at him. And okay, so I get this smile, right? Which is not bad. Yeah, it's a pretty
Hmm.
good smile.
No. Hey, that's good for a
Yeah.
boy.
And so then I said to him, um, I've already closed it back out, but you can kind of see it's a remnant of it. I said, smile at me like you love me, like you love your mama. And he gave me this sweet smile, and you can see his little dimple over here a little bit more when he smiled like that.
Aww. Like you love your mama.
And I
I
was like,
love it.
yeah, that's so cute. So, okay, I've decided I want the glasses paper because that just jumped out at me. Do y'all do that? Do y'all find like when you open up, you're like, okay, I see this immediately. I must use this particular thing.
Yes. Yep.
But I
Absolutely.
don't want a whole lot of it. Maybe I just want,
Ooh, I love it on the right
yeah.
edge, like behind his. Yeah. I like that. It's like a mat.
Okay, let's see.
So your sidewalk was almost lining up there for a minute, Bev said. It was kind of funny
Oh,
the way it lined up with the
yep.
backpack photo.
Let's see. If I can actually line them up. That'd be funny. Almost. Actually, it's not quite a match, but at least the bottom edge is matching. It'll kind of give you an optical illusion, I think.
It does. It's cool the way that kind of
Okay,
almost matches,
so
but not quite. Cause you like look twice.
okay, I kind of like that across there. I don't know if I like it all the way across though. Hmm.
Maybe it'll depend on what else you
I
add.
may end up moving it over. We'll see.
They do grow up way too fast, Jan. She doesn't have any kids in school anymore.
Uh,
She's reached that point.
uh, and of course, I am a complete sucker for any kind of ledger, notebook paper, even if it doesn't have anything to do with school. And
It's really nice because it works really well with like journaling. It's so nice to
yes.
journal on.
Okay, so I think seriously, fine. Fine.
What's wrong,
Well,
Cheryl?
sometimes it doesn't behave.
This is true.
Do y'all ever have those issues where you're like, uh, oh, I know what it was. Okay, so, say you're going to move something tiny, like maybe a little brad or something like that. I'm trying to see if there's something really tiny in here. Okay, like staples, for instance. Here we go.
Yes.
Okay. And instead of being able to move the staple or whatever, you end up moving, say, the background paper instead of grabbing. You keep
Yes.
grabbing that, and it drives me
Yes.
nuts.
Or when you go to drag it and it suddenly grabs that and
Yeah.
two other things and you're like, what the crap?
So you can lock that layer so that when you come back over
Yes.
here, then you're only going to grab the staples.
Yes. I lock my background layer a
But you
lot.
can do it.
And then I just have to remember to unlock it if I try
Yeah,
to do
but you
something.
can do it with any layer. I mean, like if something's getting in your way, I'm like,
Yep.
yay! I hate fighting with different things.
There are there are times when the bottom like 6 layers are locked on mine or the pictures and all the papers are locked so I can move everything else. Hi Jess, welcome.
She said you might be a little bit late tonight. Just
Oh,
been
she just
working.
popped in. Hey, Cheryl, will you scroll in to show how you lock it
Uh,
so we can see the button really good? Do
um, oh,
you know what I'm saying? Oh, well, you
I
can't
can't
really
really
scroll
scroll
in.
in,
Never mind. Just
uh,
highlight
yeah,
where
yeah.
you're at.
When you're on the layer, up at the top, you'll get underneath where your blending modes are in Photoshop Creative Cloud, and you can, lock different portions of the um, layer. But the one on the far right is the one you want that looks like a lock.
Now, I believe you can also, once you lock it, can't you just hit the lock on the layer to unlock it?
Yes.
Because I'm like, I swear that's how I unlock it all the
Yes.
time.
Okay, let's see. I gotta have middle school. Middle school. Let's do some up here. Like that. School is in session. Yikes. Yikes. Maybe I'll come over here.
Yes, they have the lock thing, Jan. Yes, it's on Photoshop and Elements. In fact, if you look at templates a lot of time, you'll notice that the bottom layer is locked. Sometimes to make it smaller, I will actually unlock and delete that layer and then put my own background paper as the bottom and lock that in place instead. Look at that cute 8. The craft. Or not craft,
Cork.
like the
Yeah,
cork.
it's so cute. All right.
Our kids just went back today, or yesterday, the public school
Yep, that's
kids.
when we went yesterday. That's when these pictures are from. They're fresh off the press, man.
Fresh off the press. I like that. My mom's kids in Utah don't go back until next Monday. So
I got some extra time.
the kids up there go after Labor Day. Yeah, you know what? My Canadian cousins don't go until the Monday or the Tuesday after Labor Day. They can never understand how come we're going in so soon.
Oh, yes, this cork. Look at how cute it is.
Aww. I love cork. I can never figure out how to shadow it quite right, but I
I
love it.
just used my layered paper um, shadow style for it.
Okay, sweet.
Okay.
I like that. I will have to try
All
that
right,
one.
we need to
Um,
go ahead.
North Carolina can't start until after the 25th because it's state law. There's another, is it Maine or New Hampshire, that's actually state law. They can't start before, I want to say it's before September 1st even. It's kind of crazy. Oh, Jennifer has a teacher strike there today for ages 5 to 13.
Ooh,
Bev homeschools and is starting Monday. We're doing summer light homeschool is what we've been calling it. We've just been working on reading and math over the summer, but we're not starting till after Comic-Con, so we won't start till like the second week of September. We decided there's no reason to start homeschool full on and then go to on our little
right,
vacation. So we'll start for real when we get back. We'll just keep doing our little homeschool
you're like,
light.
for real.
For real.
Do, do.
Jan's daughter-in-law homeschools too. There's actually a lot of people I'm finding who homeschool.
I like that
There's a
too.
bunch at TLP.
Look, it's so cute.
Use them
Little
both.
smart,
Use them
little
both.
smarty pants, but I like the little cork one. I'm gonna stay. I'm gonna
Use them
stay with the
both.
cork. I don't think. I
Okay.
don't know if I want to use both. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know there. Okay.
California is a little harder though, Jess, to homeschool. They have a lot more rules. Bev says cut the word art off and use it.
I like. I mean, I like the word
Classes.
art, but I just like that. Maybe I should, I don't know. Uh, Look, she even put in washi tape that looks like the composition notebook.
The composition notebooks.
Cute
Aww,
as that.
that is such a
And
fun
then,
one.
because she's got this nice little crease here, I'm going to kind of line that up with the top of my photo.
Oh, I love pre-creased
And then you're
washi.
like, oh, it looks like, yes. Then I have less things to do, right?
Exactly. So Jennifer says that's the reason she's doing her errands after this, because normally she'd be out when school gets out, but only high schoolers are at school today, so traffic won't be bad. That's always nice. I'll admit that was the best part about everybody going back to school yesterday is this traffic got a
Yeah,
lot
you're like,
less as long as I avoided the school times. I'm like, sweet, less traffic.
less traffic. Okay, that there. Uh, let's put those together.
Jess spies your little Kia Soul in the background.
Yes,
She says she's pretty sure her next car will be a Kia Niro.
yes, I love that crazy little car. I just love it, love it.
I like that she spied it in the background.
It's so cute.
And you still have to drop them off and pick them up,
Well, I
right?
don't have to, but I do.
Well,
But I do.
he doesn't ride the
No,
bus or
no,
anything.
no. Yeah, I think he's a little afeared of the people that ride the bus. Actually, some crazy kids around here. Crazy. All right, let's see.
Alien green. It's TLP green, Jess. TLP, not alien.
Yes, but it is Alien Green 2 is what it's called. Can you believe that?
I
Can you
know.
believe that?
But it should be called
Yeah.
TLP green. I'm just impressed that Jess knows the exact color.
It's because we talked about it in the forum recently. What were we? I don't remember what we were talking about. I think it was what kind of car you drive, or uh,
Jess says her car is called Yellow Blaze. It's freaking school bus yellow. So you need this kit to document your car, see?
yes, that's right. Because
School bus
you parked
yellow.
next to a school bus and something else, right? I think that's correct.
Do you think a taxi?
Yeah,
Did they just have leftover school bus paint and they were like, let's call it Yellow Blaze?
Yellow Blaze. That's what we'll call
I
this.
always wonder how they come up with some of the names that they use, you know?
Dun, 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 dun.
She saw them all on her way home. Fun, fun, fun. Well, not really, but we'll call it fun. How about that?
We'll call it fun. No, that needs to go on top of that. Thank you.
She says we ordered it, so there was no way of knowing what Yellow Blaze meant since it hadn't been released.
Like,
I'm telling you, they just had extra yellow school bus paint, and they're like, let's give it a cool name and resell it.
and then they're like, "Look, somebody actually ordered it."
Surprise!
Surprise!
Oh my goodness.
But I mean, what's good about that is you never like lose your vehicle in parking lots, and I mean, like it's easy for me to find my car now. I like that.
She says it can't be worse than the leprechaun green car we once had. Oh my goodness. Leprechaun green, huh? Sounds very, very bright.
Okay, I think I need to put maybe a little leafy over here for some little green on this side. What do you think?
Jess says that someone actually stole their side mirror cover. We figured they had one too and didn't want to pay to replace their
Uh,
mirror cover.
what?
And Jan just traded in their car for a four-wheel drive pickup, so they're ready for winter.
Nice.
Yeah, that would definitely be a change. Arizona winter, you would not need a pickup, but you definitely would need one then. We have a red car now. We used to have a white one, and we had a green one before that. And most of my friends drive, well, two of my friends drive white vans, and one of them drives a blue van, and they're all the same van, just different years. So it's kind of funny. Bev says they currently have the iron van because the door on her tan broke. Oh, and the only replacement was a maroon color. I love it. So it's like an Iron Man van. That's awesome. You should totally scrap that. The Iron Man
The
van.
Iron Man van.
The Kia Niro is a hybrid. Jess went and sat in it last week and checked out the colors. She thinks she wants charcoal. The males like the blue one. Now see, I bet the charcoal looks better, but I wonder what the inside looks like. Because I have learned with this car, because the inside is dark, that dark inside and sun do not mix. Like, I wish my inside was a little lighter color. Because, sun.
Okay.
Funny how that works.
No, I think maybe I want another star. Let's just do it.
Jan says she loves the charcoal too, but water leaves white stains on that color.
Okay. Okay, I made my little shape here. I'm going to go ahead and rasterize it. And then I'm going to add this composition notebook style. Oh my gosh. How cute is that?
I love it.
What? It's so cute.
Oh my gosh. Jess, I have a true story for you. Jess says she has lighter now and she swears there's chocolate milk sprayed on the ceiling. Okay, so we're driving down the road and it was one of those busy roads that you go like 45 on because it's like a highway in your town or whatever, so it's faster road. And my window is down and some jerk in a truck next door, like teenage jerk, took his cup and threw a cup of Mountain Dew in my car at me.
What?
Like I was in the passenger seat, my husband was driving. Yeah, legitimately threw his cup of Mountain Dew, like his big gulp or super big gulp, in at me, and it landed on me and splashed. So until the day that car was totaled by insurance, there was remnants of Mountain Dew, like that you could see where it had stained the top of the roof in the car. Because even though we wiped it off and cleared it off, the sugar just like sticks.
Oh, what a pain in the booty.
Oh yeah. Oh, I was mad. I was livid.
I bet you were. I'd be like ready to.
They're like, oh, that would make me so mad. I'm like, oh, I was mad. I was livid. I was
gonna
ticked.
hurt someone. I was gonna hurt someone.
So, being idiots, we decided to follow them. But granted, this was in Utah. And so, we felt pretty safe and it was 15 years ago. So we follow them and we call the cops. And we kept going in between freaking towns. So they would transfer us back and forth from one town to the other town to the other town. And I'm just like, no, stop it. We just want somebody to come and find us and take care of them.
Did they ever find them?
Oh, yeah. And we ended up going to the dad's, like to the house where the parents lived, and the dad made him clean our car. and like was really ticked off at him and stuff.
I'm like, they're like, why do that? Just
Yeah.
kids. Sometimes they
Yeah.
just do.
He was like, "Oh, I wasn't trying to throw it in your window. I was just trying to throw it out the door." And my husband looks at me and says, "Bull
Uh,
crap." He's like, "You were not. You threw it directly in our window. Don't even
yeah.
try." And like the dad just looks at him and he stopped. He stopped trying to claim he wasn't trying to hit us. I'm like, "You did it and laughed. Come on." So the chocolate milk spray, Jess, I wonder if it's that or if there's sippy cup, maybe? How long have you had this car? Because, you know, shaking the sippy cup would get chocolate milk everywhere. Yeah, that's my mom's car has weird stains in the ceiling, and I suspect it's sippy cups.
They do tend to spray, don't they?
Mm-hmm. Or if you have little boys who are very active, I'm sure little girls do it too, but in my experience, it's been the little boys in our family. They shake them and like make whatever's in it just like explode out the
What?
top, even though they have those lids, so they're not supposed to. Yeah, they're intriguing children some days. Jamie was 9 months old. Yeah, it could be that. 9 months old, it could be anything, Jess. Oh, goodness.
Okay.
Makes you rethink wanting to buy a used car when you hear people's stories of what's been
Yeah,
stained in
you're
them.
like,
Doesn't
maybe I don't want to do that.
Maybe I don't want somebody else's hot or chocolate milk stains
Yeah,
or
you're like, I don't know about that.
let me think that one through.
Do, 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 do.
Just, I would still blame my husband too. It might be easier. She says she's still blaming
Duh.
him.
It's still his fault,
Regardless, it's still
clearly.
his fault. Obviously.
Okay, create layer, create layer, paperwork.
You know what's Jess, our current car is from Hertz Rental. So we got it with a lot of mileage on it because but it was only a year old and we got it for a really good price. And I want to say we bought our Toyota was a rental car too that we bought, I think. But I don't think I think that one was not maybe it was Enterprise. It was a different company, but yeah, who knows what's happened in those rental cars, but they do a good job of refurbishing them and stuff before they sell them to you, in our experience.
Yes, ours was a rental, but it was like immaculate.
Yeah.
It was beautiful.
Yeah. That's this one has been really well, it's funny because it has all these stickers on, like where it was registered in Texas and where it was registered here, and it's got the funniest little things on it. But yeah. Yeah, ours had a high mileage too. But that's actually worked out for us because where we live now, we don't use it that much right now because Nick walks to work and most of the places we go is close by. So we've actually put less miles on it. So it's evening out almost.
Yeah,
For the old as the car is, it's starting to even out a little bit.
like we are making this work.
This is working. This is working.
So does he drive the car sometimes? Like if it's like you just go get him if it turns bad
Um,
weather, or how do you work that?
yeah, it's rarely does he drive it. Like he'll drive it on occasion when it's above 100 degrees.
Yeah, I could see that.
He's like, it's just too hot. And I'm like, no, that's fine. Go ahead. But the problem is if he drives it down there and it's hot, it's just going to get hotter
Yeah.
during the day. And they don't have covered
Oh,
parking. So it sits out in the sun. So then when he comes to get in, he's like, the AC can't
yeah,
keep up. So by the time the car finally starts to cool off a little,
yeah.
he's home. So it's not
You're
that
like,
helpful. So usually he'll just deal with the heat on the way down and then he'll call me and say, hey, do you mind coming and getting me? So, and I always do. It's no big deal. It's easy. It's quick. But more often than not, he just walks, even in the heat. It's the best commute he's had so far.
Alright, doing a little warping. Warping.
Warping the shadows.
Gotta do just a little.
So how are you gonna warp the cork ones?
I'm just gonna kind of pull it in a little bit. Here, I'll show you, because it's right now it's like sticking way up, and I want it to come down just a little bit more without adding another shadow onto it. So I'm just gonna kind of pull that up like that, and then I can kind of pull down some of the edges, but still have that center pulled in a little bit.
So trying to make it look like it's
Yeah, and
a
then
little deeper.
I'll grab this little nudge tool and I'll nudge it in some more. Okay, looks pretty good.
I like it.
She likes it a lot.
Jess says she can't warp in PSE. She just didn't love working with CS6 when she had it. Have you seen Cheryl's video about how to separate your shadow? Have you tried that, Jess? Because you can get similar effects. It's not as easy, it takes more effort, but it works.
But you can do it. You can do it.
Yeah. I'm too lazy. You know, I'll be honest, I have the warping tool, and some days I'm too lazy to do it, so it's okay. I totally get that.
I don't know. I think once you start doing things that, after a while, you just kind of stick with them. Just becomes part of your process or whatever, which is kind of fun.
And when you get going fast, so you're just kind of like going fast, like you just took 2 seconds to warp it. It would take me longer to do.
Yeah, I just it's like kind of when I'm scrapping, I just kind of, okay, that looks good. That looks good. That's going to be okay. Sometimes I'll spend more time like going through it, but most of the time not.
Yeah, but that's the thing, is it's how long will it take to do that?
See, I pulled that down, and I'm going to pull that back down a little bit more. I'm just going to do some paper warping here, and we're fixing to be done. Imagine that.
Woohoo! There's the video if you want it. I found it, so I want you to have it.
Take it. Take the video.
Take the video.
Take it.
Cheryl's dressed up shadows are practically perfect in every way anyway, she says.
This is true.
Aww.
This is true. Oh, really?
This is true.
This is very true.
Absolutely. I like that. This is true. Totally true.
Yeah,
absolutely.
Without a doubt.
Oh my
yay!
goodness.
It's so cute.
I like it. Look at that. Look how fast that was. Straight out of the camera from yesterday, and they're already ready.
Bam! Ready to print. Ready to print.
There you go. It's almost like when we used to take the photos in and have them print them.
Like, yeah.
Like when you would turn in your roll of film and you'd get them back, like 1 hour print.
Like, oh yes, we got to come back in an hour. I want to see what's on my camera.
I know, I gotta see.
Then you get them back and you're like, what? Only 3 of them look good?
Yes! You're like, what the crap happened? I swear I take better photos than that.
Like, this is just terrible. Ah,
Yep.
in session, I'm just going to call this bundle by Mommyish. Oop, I didn't do my
Your.
date stamp.
Yeah, no, 8th grade is this year, Jess. He is tall. That picture was from yesterday, right? Not today, yesterday.
Yesterday. Yes,
Okay.
it is.
All of a sudden, I doubted myself.
Uh, well, it's what the thing is, you try to keep up with your own child, and then you like know things about your friends' children, but then you're like, I'm not sure. All of it starts getting mixed up in your head, and you're like, I don't know.
Well, and then you go, there's no way. There's no way they're that big yet. No, no, let them be small
Yeah,
still.
no, no, he's actually a little bit taller than Olivia, but she won't stand next to him for me to confirm this.
As the big sister, I
Yeah,
represent
she's
that
like,
comment.
no, I will not stand there and let you
Yep,
look at this.
yep.
So,
It took me, yep. And all of my siblings now, except like the really youngest, are taller than me at this point. I am the shortest person in my family at this point, except for like the little
yeah,
littles.
you're like, what? How did this happen? And me, I'm like taller than most people in my family, except for like my great
And
uncles.
then you wonder, how did it happen?
Mm-hmm. Because my mom and my sister
If
are
you're tall,
short,
Cheryl.
and my dad, I'm about my dad's height. Uh, he's, he's shrinking, I think. As we get older, we start to shrink. But his dad, my
Yeah.
grandfather, was very tall. And then my grandmother's brothers are all very tall. So, like, when I go to family reunions and stuff, I feel pretty like, oh, I fit in here. And actually, my grandmother's sister, my Aunt Missy, she passed away when I was like 12, but when I look at pictures of her, I'm like, oh yeah, that's me. Tall, tall, big woman. Not, I have more to love. I have more to love. Yep.
Jess says that her sister and her are exactly the same height, and that Brody's as tall as her mom now. Jennifer's the shortest in her family too. Woohoo! Not just me. I swear. I don't know where everybody else got. Daniel looked just like Jay.
Yes.
That's what Jess says.
He looks like Jay now, but he kind of looks like me too. It's weird. Both the kids, I think, have a pretty good mix of both of us. It's
Yeah,
yeah,
I think that.
but yeah. I told him this morning on the way to school. I was like, "You're so handsome," and he kind of does his shoulders up a little bit and looks over at me.
Mom.
Thanks, Mama.
Aww.
He didn't like it very much though.
Aww.
Hey, you have to build them up because everybody else is going to tear them down, right? All the time.
Oh yeah.
You have to be like,
Totally.
I'm your cheerleader.
I'm here for you.
All right, ladies. Well, I did my little layout. We had some fun chatting. Um, one thing we wanted to kind of ask, how there's not very many people here tonight, but we thought about changing the scrap night to Thursday again from Tuesday, or maybe Monday. I think maybe I should do a poll in the forum.
In the
Yeah,
forum. I
but
think
just
so.
what do y'all think?
Well, I know Bev has is it Bunko? No, maybe it's not Bev with Bunko. Somebody has Bunko
Oh,
and likes it when we change the night because they think we
Kim.
come.
Kim,
Kim
yep.
has Bunko. That's who it is. My mind is fried from summer. Seriously.
Any day but Wednesday.
Any
Yep.
day but Wednesdays. Mm. We have a preference.
Mm.
Just makes it whenever she can.
I mean, I can't please everyone, but we can try
Oh, absolutely
to
not.
change it around a little bit. So,
Yeah. We just thought we'd see what we could see if we could get it so that it worked better for people, or maybe not. Who knows?
who knows?
Who knows?
All right. I'll put a poll in the forum and y'all just keep an eye out because we may be changing the date. We'll see. Not the
We'll see.
date. Well, the date could change as well as the day. The day and date are in flux.
This is true.
Yes.
But thanks for coming
Yes,
tonight,
thank y'all. Y'all have fun and I hope
Jan.
what?
If you could call me right before it starts, that would help me a lot.
I try to post everywhere like earlier in the day. I'm like, hey, tonight's the night. Hello.
I know.
I mean, I was talking to somebody. You know what? I'm going to go ahead and stop the recording and then I'll share this with y'all.